So we have Emanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. This is gonna be a very, very tough rematch. Navarrete was a person that took the first rematch. He was able to be aggressive and land a lot of uppercuts and left hooks against Valdez. Valdez kept that right hand down a lot in that fight. One thing I did that stood out to me in the last fight was Valdez was not being aggressive. He wasn't jabbing to the body and upstairs, and he wasn't using his jab a lot. And he was waiting to counterpunch too much. I think with the reach advantage that Navarrete had, for Valdez to be trying to punch, beat him to the punch and try to counterpunch, it just was a bad strategy. In this fight, he should be able to, he needs to be more aggressive in the next fight. Valdez does. I don't know, like the first fight, if you look at the first fight and then you look at Valdez's last fight, he fought Navarrete like he was afraid or something like that. I don't understand the meaning behind everything, but he was fighting him like he was afraid or like he didn't know that what Navarrete was capable of. Then he went against Liam Wilson, somebody who was giving Navarrete a very hard time, and he just washed Liam Wilson. He was very aggressive against him. So, to be honest with you, I want to pick Oscar Valdez in this fight, but truthfully speaking, he's a little inconsistent when it comes to his aggression against Navarrete. You can go back and look for yourself, but his aggression against Liam Wilson is not the same as it was against Navarrete. Was he showing Navarrete too much respect? I think so. I don't know if he was afraid of him, but I know there was a lot of respect being shown to the point where I even had to question if he was afraid. That's something I never had to do before. But looking at it recently, I was like, I don't know, man. Valdez showed a lot of respect in that last fight. Took a lot of shots, was waiting, trying to counterpunch everything. The speed wasn't there, the aggression, the power. He wasn't just throwing straight shots, man. It was all over the place. Navarrete was more like himself in that fight against Valdez. He was doing everything he needs to do, everything he's capable of. So that played a huge part in that fight to me. Just Navarrete sticking to the game plan, being aggressive. The aggression is what really won the fight. The aggression is what really won the fight. I know the punches and everything else matters, but that aggression for Valdez not being there and then being in his last fight, it's just a huge wild card. It really is. I was leaning towards Navarrete, then I went towards Valdez. So it's up in the air still for me, but I think you would have to give the edge to Navarrete, but if Valdez can go in here, and people are always trying to bring up him retiring, when his back is against the wall, that's when he fights his best. So maybe his back is against the wall in this fight, and maybe he has something to prove, and he can go out here and change that right now. But as far as a prediction, I would go with Navarrete decision, but Valdez still has a good chance in my eyes. So me personally, it's still up in the air for me. Because I really do think that if Valdez was to go out there and fight like he did against Liam Wilson, Navarrete wouldn't have a chance. But is the respect still going to be there, though? It's the huge question. It's a question mark.